David here to my left has a story, and his life has changed tremendously, and I believe he found his life purpose as a result of him listening to life.
You guys like bacon? Who like bacon? I love bacon. This last year, about this time of year, I was on tour in Arizona. I'd done about 70 shows and hypnotized about 8,000 people. And I was on having breakfast with fellow colleagues, and had a little bacon, some eggs, and some coffee and toast. And we had finished, we'd walked outside, and I started feeling just not quite right. So I went back inside of the bathroom and had a couple of rounds of heart palpitations and sweats, and oh my God, I think I'm having a heart attack. After a little while, the feeling passed enough so that I could hop on my motorcycle and travel about 2 miles down to the Walmart where I picked up some aspirin. Popped a couple of aspirin and started to think, and I really wasn't feeling that great. And so I went out and I sat down outside in the sun. Just kind of soaked it in just a little bit. I thought to myself, here I am, sitting in 85-degree weather in Arizona, in the late part of March, dying at a Walmart. Now, I know what dying feels like. I have a condition called broken heart syndrome. Started about 8 years ago when my mother passed away. And in that 8 years, I've lost both of my parents. I got divorced, went through several serious relationships, and also 4 heart stent operations. They don't always stay open. Sometimes they clog up. Mine were the coated kind, and they clogged out, and they clogged up continuously. And the last one I had, operation, almost didn't make it through. In fact, the doctor was like, he kept to come through 3 times. 3 times. The stent would close up, and he'd come back through. I was like, what's going on? I was like, I'm dying again. So here I am, and I'm thinking the same thoughts that we're thinking here today. Why am I here? Do I still want to be here? Because, I got a choice. So I sat there in the sun, and I thought to myself, I've made some significant changes in my life for the past couple of months. I started writing some poetry and eventually some songs, and I ended up finishing my book, Playing It Safe, SAAFE. Stands for stretching, affirming the positive, taking action, finding your purpose, and everyday gratitude. And I thought about that finding your purpose part. What was my purpose? Why was my purpose? And I sat down there and I thought, and my heart was heavy, and I waited for those 6 aspirin to kick in. And I thought, maybe this is it. Maybe this is it. And then I thought, well, it sure is going to be it if I don't do something right now. If I don't stand up right now and take some kind of action, my tombstone is going to read, lived a good life, died at Walmart, blue light special on aisle 6. So I mustered up all the magic that I could. And as a hypnotist, I know that thoughts are powerful. So I basically hypnotized myself, started feeling a little bit better. Pulled out my phone, Google, hospitals with heart in the name. Right now, Google came back with several auto-corrected versions of that. Veterinarian, no, I was like, hospital with heart. So finally, it came back with a hospital that was close called Bannon Heart Hospital. Now, I got to tell you, I did not know if it was a veterinarian hospital or if Bannon Heart was the guy's name who built the hospital, but I was just going to go with it. Now, I could have gotten a Lyft, could have gotten an Uber, I could have even called an ambulance. But my little motorcycle was right out there in the parking lot. And I love to ride my little motorcycle. So I grabbed my energy necklace here, and I thought about it, and I hypnotized myself. And I started using the power of my own mind and my own imagination. And I stood up, I put my helmet on, I got on that motorcycle, and I rode like the wind 22 miles in Arizona heat through the daily traffic, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, to a hospital I didn't even know was actually going to be there, only because Google said it had heart in the name. I had to pull up the GPS a couple of times because, I'm on the motorcycle. I can't actually read it. I pull into the driveway, pull up to the door of the emergency room, right past the pylons to keep the cars out. And I tell you, if the door was a little bit wider, I'd have rode right into the lobby. I popped that helmet off, parked the bike, walked inside, said, "I'm having a heart attack. You guys happen to have a heart cath lab here?" She was like, we actually have 7. This is Banner Heart Hospital. Heart is right in the name. Thank you, Google. So within 15 minutes, they had me in a suite, stopped the heart attack, and I realized that I got a lot more music to put out. And so do you. Whatever is your passion, never let it die within you. Because if you let it, it will. Whatever your passion is, reach out, stand up, stretch a little bit, affirm the positives in your life, take some action, find your purpose, and give everyday gratitude. And I hope that you feel safe enough to find your purpose.
I knew Dave pre-heart attack and post-heart attack. And I would venture to guess that post-heart attack, he's living his divine purpose on the planet and making a huge difference. Books, music, songs, attitudes have all come as a result of that thing that life showed him.